In a small town nestled between misty hills, there was a forest known as the Whispering Woods. Locals avoided it, whispering tales of strange noises and shadowy figures that lurked among the trees. Yet, for Emma, the allure of the woods was irresistible. One autumn evening, fueled by curiosity and rebellion, Emma decided to explore the forest. As she stepped into the dim light filtering through the leaves, an uneasy silence enveloped her. The further she walked, the thicker the shadows became, twisting and bending in ways that felt alive. Suddenly, a soft whisper floated through the air, brushing against her ear like a cold breeze. "Turn back," it seemed to say, but Emma, emboldened by her friend's dismissive laughter about the tales, pressed on. The whispers grew louder, echoing around her, forming words she couldn't understand. Panic began to bubble inside her, yet she a pull from deeper into the woods, the gnarled branches of trees reaching out like skeletal hands. Emma stumbled upon a clearing where the ground was covered with old, rotting remnants of what appeared to be an abandoned campsite. Torn tents flapped in the wind, and the air was heavy with a sense of foreboding. In the center of the clearing stood an ancient oak, its trunk twisted and hollowed out, resembling a mouth gaping in agony. As she approached, the whispers grew frantic, a cacophony of voices crying out for help and release. She felt a chill crawl up her spine. "You shouldn't be here," the voices warned. "Leave now." But before she could turn back, a shadow darted from behind the tree. It was too quick to be human. Emma's heart raced as she turned to flee, but the shadows seemed to close in around her, the whispers now a chorus of despair and anger. She ran, branches clawing at her clothes, the ground uneven beneath her feet. Just when she thought she'd escaped, she found herself back in the clearing. The oak loomed closer now, its gaping maw almost beckoning her. With nowhere to go, Emma felt a pull toward the tree. The whispers turned to screams, echoing her own panic. "Help us! Help us!" they cried. In a moment of desperate clarity, she understood. The woods were alive, feeding on the souls of those who wandered afar. Gathering her courage, she sprinted toward the edge of the clearing, dodging branches and roots that seemed to reach for her. The whispers grew fainter as she broke free into the safety of the sunlight filtering through the trees. Breathless, she collapsed on the forest floor, vowing never to return. But as she glanced back, she saw the ancient oak standing tall, its branches swaying gently as if waving goodbye. The whispers faded into the rustling leaves, but deep down, Emma knew they would always be there, waiting for the next curious soul to wander in. From that day, she would tell her friends about the forest, hoping to keep them safe. Yet, every night, she could still hear the faint echoes of the whispers, calling her name, tempting her to return.